2 weeks after cracks began opening beneath Leilani Estates, the lava flow on Big Island is showing no sign of stopping. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano erupted again on Thursday, this time spewing ash and smoke 9 kilometers into the sky.
The event early this morning was a little different. We had anticipated that and we had prepared for the event. It was relatively short-lived, as you know, but clearly the ash and the fallout is still with us.
But these cracks aren't the only damage. The volcano brings tourists. They're a major source of Hawaii's income, and these eruptions are now burning that economy. Tourism generated nearly $17 billion in visitor spending and supported more than 200,000 jobs last year. Cancellations of vacations to Big Island from May to July have cost the industry $5 million. Hotels and activity bookings have dropped 50%. And the financial toll so far is estimated to be around $22 million, including that from flooding this year on Hawaii's other islands. A conservative figure compared to Iceland's volcanic eruption in 2010, which cost European businesses $3 billion. But for many of Leilani Estate's 1,600 residents, it's a fortune. Almost a third of people here live below the poverty line. Dozens of homes and many other buildings have been destroyed, and many may not be insured against the damage. At around $700 a year, Hawaiians have the cheapest average annual home insurance available in the US. But cover against lava can cost more than $3,000 per year. Around 2,000 people have so far been evacuated, and there will be likely more following the latest eruption.
In my mind, what we saw today, this cloud up to 30,000 feet above sea level, that's consistent with what we were expecting. And so, we could expect similar events to happen in the future as these kind of interactions between the groundwater and the lava continue.
And that's a forecast that offers little respite to those hoping Kilauea might cool off. Usmaan Lone, TRT World.
Jessica Johnson joins us now from Norwich in the UK. She's a volcanologist at University of East Anglia's School of Environmental Sciences. Jessica, great to have you on the show. Tell us briefly, how potentially devastating is the Kilauea volcano?
Well, we've got two different things going on at Kilauea at the moment. There's the lava flows that are in the residential area, and obviously for the people that live locally there, it's very devastating. Their homes are being destroyed, and they don't know when they're going to be able to go back to their homes. In terms of the big explosion that we've seen over the last day or so, that isn't directly close to anyone's homes, and so it might not be so devastating to them in the immediate sense, but the ash plume has meant that there's a hazard for air traffic, and as we've seen, it can damage the tourism economy.
Jessica, how prepared are the people of Hawaii for this? I mean, considering that they've been living in the shadow of this for hundreds, thousands of years, perhaps.
Well, I would say from my time in Hawaii, the residents have a very good relationship with the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory. They know about the volcano, they have regular updates, and they understand what's going on most of the time. They know that they're living on an active volcano, and they've made a choice to live there. So I think most of them, particularly those people who are close to the summit who have been impacted over the last 35 years from the various other hazards from the eruption, such as ash fall or sulfur dioxide, acid rain, things like that, they have just learned to live with those volcanic hazards.
How does this volcano compare to other volcanoes around the world? In particular, I'm thinking of the Icelandic volcano from nearly a decade ago.
It's quite different. This volcano is a special type. It's a basaltic shield volcano, which means the lava is a lot runnier. And that means it doesn't usually have big explosive eruptions. It doesn't build up pressure to make a big explosion. So the lava flows, the fissure eruptions that we're seeing in Leilani Estates at the moment, that's more like what we usually see at Kilauea. The explosions at the summit at the moment are quite unusual for Kilauea. and they're caused by the interaction of water and magma, and that water gets heated very quickly and turns into steam, and that's why we're getting the explosions. So this is an unusual hazard for Hawaii. They don't often have these hazards, and so I would say that probably people as prepared for this type.
Okay, I've learned a lot in the last few minutes. Jessica Johnson, volcanologist, thank you.